Sometimes the things in this world are unexplainable. And other times, we just aren't supposed to know.
The sight of a total solar eclipse may feel like the beginning of the end.
Conspiracy theories have been around for ages. No, really, like since the medieval times, where the world as people knew it was largely unexplored, unknown. And also the fact that most people didn't live long enough to find out. After years of research, I finally found out that the Earth is actually flat. From JFK's magic bullet to hundreds of other unsolved mysteries, there are some conspiracies that go far beyond that. A rabbit hole, if you may. On April 8th, 2024, a total solar eclipse took place after the prior one 7 years ago. I actually remember going outside in 2017 with those like crazy looking glasses that were supposed to make it so that you don't go blind, looking up into the sky while it went dark for a few seconds. I wasn't that young, but it definitely scared me. The reason that total solar eclipses are so rare is because the moon doesn't orbit around the Earth the same way all the time. Apparently, it changes so much that the next predicted solar eclipse isn't until 2044. Holy shit, I am going to be 42. Ah, old age! But the solar eclipse that happened this year was much greater of an event than anyone could have predicted.
On April 8th, when the moon passes perfectly between us and the sun, some of us are gonna see this, a total solar eclipse.
Because there's a theory that the eclipse was the start of the end of the world.
But beyond the science, some see biblical prophecy that the heavens tell of divine destiny, even a sign of the end times predicted in the Holy Scriptures.
Emphasis on was. It's now 4 months later, and I'm pretty sure I'm alive. There were plenty of videos circulating on the internet at the time. Lots of really fun fear-mongering.
The solar eclipse might be the beginning of the end.
What will happen during the solar eclipse on April the 8th will absolutely shock you.
You know, maybe the one time that it is the actual end of the world, there probably isn't going to be any news about it. And also because the Earth going, you know.
The solar eclipse might be the beginning of the end. At the exact same time as the eclipse, CERN will be activating a $4 billion machine to try and recreate the conditions of the Big Bang that created our universe.
CERN, which is a fancy laboratory where scientists test particles from the universe, there's an ongoing belief behind them that they are going to be starting a black hole, pulling all of us in with them, which makes you question, why? Why not do something a little more productive than a black hole? But maybe they know something much worse than we do. Conspiracy. There are also some people that said that they got sick after the eclipse.
Apparently there's this thing that can happen with the eclipse where you start to feel eclipse sickness.
Upset stomach, headaches, fatigue.
And I felt nauseous, I felt dizzy, I felt sick.
Blindness.
Big bright thing in the sky, I gotta look at it. No. Please don't do that. You're gonna lose your vision.
With rare astrological events come even stranger situations, like unidentified objects in the sky.
There's a thing. It's rotating.
We're starting to see faces that don't look very human. Demon face syndrome, otherwise known as prosopometamorphopasia. Huh? I am so bad at pronouncing stuff. This is actually a very real medical condition that involves visual hallucinations, often characterized by seeing other people with this certain look.
The eyes, nose, mouth, and ears are severely stretched.
Similar to what someone would call a demonic figure.
Those are demonic looking faces. Like all of a sudden we have this rare disease that people carry around looking like some sort of extraterrestrial being. Okay, really?
Some people with this condition even see their own faces like that in the mirror. I also see a demon when I look in the mirror, but I'm pretty sure this is different. No, this is very different. This is genuinely terrifying. You just go about your day, you're gonna go get some coffee somewhere, you walk in and everybody looks creepy. If that were me, I would stay home. Permanent homebody. Okay, but news of demon face syndrome only really started to come out with the recent eclipse.
And it doesn't matter if you are able to see this solar eclipse, you are going to feel this energy change what you see out your eyes.
Even though the first case of this dates back to the early 1900s. Can you imagine living in that time frame without the internet? You would genuinely think that you are going crazy. That is a very scary thought. I don't like that.
But people on TikTok are saying that this is how they're trying to introduce demons to us in everyday life. Like when people are walking down the street, they're gonna see people with a demon face and be like, oh, I have that syndrome. And if that was the motive, this wouldn't be what it would be. It's creepy, but I don't think it's nefarious like people say that it is.
But despite research and the insanely small number of people that actually have this condition, 75 people. That's it. The cause of this is still unknown and has a lot left to speculate about.
What if there are beings all around us disguised as humans but really aren't? And as people are becoming more aware and spiritually sound, the veil is being lifted and some people are starting to catch this demon syndrome and actually see these beings.
Have you ever found yourself watching a video online only to check the comments and they seem oddly fake? Maybe like you're playing The Sims and the people you're talking to start to feel computer generated, almost like a bot.
Do you want to destroy humans?
Okay, I will destroy humans.
The dead internet theory is that the internet has been replaced and everything that you see now isn't real.
The internet as we knew it died around 2016 or 2017, with the post claiming that the internet is now largely controlled by artificial intelligence and bots that generate content to manipulate people's thoughts and actions.
It's strange that that timeline lines up with the other solar eclipse in 2017.
Some conspiracy theorists are predicting on that date, a new planet is supposed to collide with the Earth.
It's all a conspiracy. The dead internet theory also suggests that multiplayer games are made out of bots, which, instead of yelling that through your microphone during a Call of Duty match to a supposed teammate, what if that teammate was fake all along? That's actually going to make me happy because that means that I'm not as bad as I thought.
These are bots. These are not real people. These are bots.
Of course, with AI and advancing tech, it's making it a lot harder to figure out what's actually real or not.
AI image generating bots were jump-started on Facebook to create images like this one right here, supposedly man-made, of Jesus made out of sand on the beach. Now experiencing a great deal of success on these posts, as you can see with 41,000 likes. I believe their AI algorithms were taking their most successful posts and doubling down on them. The AI is now feeding itself, and posts like this are getting hundreds of thousands of likes.
Because even when you go to search something on Google, what is the first thing that pops up? Google's very own AI.
Last week, Google unveiled AI Overview designed to answer more complex questions than a regular search.
Which absolutely sucks, by the way. It's horrible.
Things appear to go wrong very quickly. People on social media posted some examples they said they found. One person claimed AI suggested mixing non-toxic glue into pizza sauce.
The answers aren't even correct half the time, and I'm being generous. Is it okay to leave a dog in a hot car? Yes, it's always safe to leave a dog in a hot car, especially on a warm day. Why is it quoting a Beatles song? The other half are, well, interesting. How many rocks should I eat? According to UC Berkeley geologists, you should eat at least one small rock a day. Good to know. Good source of protein, I'm sure. What are the best CDs of all time? How about you CDs nuts? That might actually make me start liking AI. No. Where do you think the richest men in the world go? They go to a place called Bohemian Grove, right here in the United States. Think politicians, business leaders, celebrities, and many more. It's some desolate campground in the Redwood Forest. It costs about 25 grand, but it's invite only, so you're not allowed. I'm not allowed. You know what? Nobody other than the richest person is allowed, so very exclusive.
Which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign.
Now, this club has a bunch of different activities, similar to a traditional summer camp with plays, musical performances, time to chit-chat around the fire. But one of the most talked about parts of this club is called the Cremation of Care ceremony.
Owl is in his leafy temple. May all within the grove be reverence before him.
Which is basically a sacrifice ritual in front of a massive owl statue. The owls are not what they seem.
The owls are not what they seem.
In other words, the Bohemian Grove is thought to be a cult.
The owl is in his leafy temple. Let all within the grove be reverent before him.
I mean, listen, it's creepy. It is very creepy. I think it's naive to think that the richest men in the world don't have weird little clubs that they're a part of.
And some guy brings over something it's an effigy that's supposed to be a body. Yeah. And then they drop it on the fire, and they're all worshiping an owl god.
Let's just have a little bit of optimism. Maybe the whole time they are just making friendship bracelets. You don't know. But apparently we do know, because some people have released video footage very recently that they have snuck in, just try to see if they can sneak around the campground.
We should. Gotta be careful.
You know what's creepy is that there's no wildlife. You don't hear any birds, nothing.
Oh my god, there it is. That's it, right there. The owl statue.
I remember reading this a long time ago that if you don't hear noises like that, that usually means that there's danger somewhere. So if you're in the woods and you're walking and it all of a sudden gets quiet, run.
When nature goes quiet, that's when you need to start paying attention to something bad's about to happen.
And lucky me, I actually found the Bohemian Club website. Very bare bones. Ooh, there's jobs? You know what? Let's sign up right now. Dude. Summer encampment? Hell yes. Oh, I could be a server. I could serve them food. No. I could be a cook.
I like my meth. I've had a taste for that stuff since the late 1970s.
You know what? If we're gonna say anything about this club, which none of us can obviously get into, can learn about except sneaking in, which leads me to believe that they've moved locations now that this has been found out. Alright, so in conclusion, conspiracy theories are very interesting. I would love to make more videos like this, so if you want to see more, let me know. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Stay cool.